Hello, everyone. I'm back, and I just want to throw shit. Get to back up. It's fine. So, just wanted to say thank you to everybody who supported my last video. Like nice comments really meant a lot to me, and knowing, seeing how like I'm not the only one going through whatever it is I'm going through. Because again, I don't know, but I really do appreciate all of you, all the new subscribers, the commenters. I appreciate every single one of you. It meant the world to me that I'm able to express myself comfortably on here, and I will be forever grateful for, obviously, like I said, the subscribers, commenters, people who interacted at all, the likes too. I know it may not seem like much, but I'm grateful for everything that all of you have given me, and I hope I can continue getting your support because this is really fun to me, like talking about my about topics like this. So thank you to everyone, and it's gonna be a different topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a while now, and it's also going to be about codependency and the struggles of being single. Because I've been single for a very long time now, about a year and a half, and people are like, "Oh, it's not that long, you know." But me, it was after the crime table again. Me, it was right after a 3 and almost a half year relationship I was in. Now, it it was good for quite a while, and randomly just started going to the worst of it. And like most things, some things mainly, they come to an end. And maybe it was just about that time for me and my partner to split ways. And it's okay, I wasn't upset. Obviously, I was hurt because who wouldn't be after losing a partner after, you know, so many years. But after a while, it didn't hurt, which was very confusing to me because I feel like it's common for stuff like that to hurt. You know what I mean? Because again, it was a relationship I've been in for such a very long time. Like, why didn't it hurt as much? Now, I'm not gonna say it was like sunshines and rainbows because not every what's a good relationship without arguments and everything. And you're always gonna have one of those, like those little arguments every now and then with your partner, and it's okay. But to me, it wasn't, it didn't hurt that bad, and of course I loved my partner, I mean, to death. It was 3.5 years of my life. I was a teen. Those 3.5 years felt like a long time, and it was. It's 3.5 years isn't, it's not a short time. That's a long journey and road of developing the feelings and knowing each other for that long. You pretty much know each other inside and out, and it hurt. But what's me sitting here going like moping and everything gonna do for me in the future in the long term? And I know that doesn't sound very healthy, but but it it helps me get through it. And I'm not saying for you to pick up that habit, but it just hasn't really been a struggle for me, and it's weird because if you watched the last video, you heard that I did crash out, or like start bawling my eyes out during one of my shifts, and it's just like, is it those feelings coming back to me? Because I don't think about past partners like that, like at all. I don't think about them like that. Like, sure, if I see something that reminds me, like, of what it was, sure, I'll think about it, but never to the point where it's gotten me so emotional. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's weird because I don't know what would have happened to me because like I said, I'm not thinking about it constantly. It's every now and then that I think about it, but then when I do, it doesn't hurt. Like I'm not sad, I'm not depressed, upset about it, and you think I would be because it was, a good chunk of my life. But no, I don't feel much for it. Which I know that might be not normal, or maybe it is for some people, but to me, I don't know if it's normal or just it's just confusing to me. Now, my relationship wasn't great. It definitely I saw the signs that it was on a rapid decline, and I just had to live with it. I mean, but usually like about a year and a half ago to during the relationship, I let myself go quite a bit. I tolerated and dealt with so much that I wouldn't now, and I regret that. I regret taking so much from said person, and I don't know why I did for so long. And I'm not gonna say names. I'm not gonna say names. Even I'm not gonna mention anything like that. But it was a really rough time for me, and I found myself being very codependent, and I found myself needing them quite a bit, like function a lot of the time. And I feel like, yeah, you'll have those like you'll have those feelings of depending on your partner every now and then for good feelings and stuff like that. But being codependent is different because it's usually like a one-sided thing. Because I put my partner first before 90% of the people in my life, other than family, of course. But I made whatever time I had like always revolve around this partner, and I feel like it's catching up to me now because it's like I'm noticing it with a lot of other people I've been talking to recently. And yes, I have been talking to someone new, but I don't want to fall under that again. Like I don't want to like be stuck in that codependent one-sided thing. I'm not saying everyone's like that. Like I'm not saying the person I'm talking to is like that. Maybe they'll reciprocate the feelings and reciprocate the love and non-ill intent I give them, and hopefully, it doesn't end up like that. But codependency is really a problem, and I don't know how to shake it off. I don't know how to l- get that off my chest, get off my plate, palate, whatever you want to call it. It's stuck there, and I don't know how to necessarily get rid of it. Cause yeah, it's part of me. It's makes who I am, and I'm not saying it's healthy. Obviously, it's not healthy if I'm ranting about as it being a pretty like a struggle in my life. But I can't help but worry. I can't help but always overthink about some things like that are about my partner, and yeah, I do overthink a lot, and I know it could get in the way of a lot of things, and I'm sorry, but it's it's a part of me, and I don't know how to help it. And it's not like I don't trust my partner. It's not like anything like that. Of course, I trusted my partner, but it's just like I can't help but overthink due to past experiences with people, and I feel like that just wasn't understood, and that's okay. But well, it's not okay, but it's more just I don't know what to do to fix it. You know what I mean? Like I've tried a lot of things. I've tried to reconnect with some friends. I've tried to step away from the dating scene for quite a bit after that, which I think I've been doing a good job at. I haven't really been catching unwanted, unnecessary attraction towards people. that I know I'm not ready for. It's a habit that I've been having, and it's something that I've been okay with because it's, I'm not really I'm not really, trying to get into anything like that super quickly. But like I said before, I'm talking to someone currently, and it's like I think I know, I think I'm ready, but it's also like, how can I be so sure without really trying to get into it? And I mean, like, how will I know I'm ready without trying? That's my thing. And it's like, I know there's people out there who are also like, you want to get into a relationship with somebody and they're like, oh, I find you attractive. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you're fun to be with and everything, all that, blah, 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 all those kind words. And you're just like, but then they tell you, I'm just not ready right now. And you're like, okay, but what, what truly determines readiness? Like, if you're able to flirt with me, you're able to do all that to me, what, what really, what, what are you waiting for? Like, what exactly do you mean you're not ready? Now, I say this as from experience from talking to, other people, and it's just like, I'm sorry if you hear the voice in the background. It's my mom and my niece. But it's also one of those things as in like, what can I do to combat that? Like, what can I do to combat that feeling of just one depending on somebody so much that you forget your own values and forget your own needs and to put theirs in front of yours. And it's like, I know it's not the healthiest way to think about it. It's not the healthiest way to go about things, but it's something that I've been doing and that I have done in the past. And I'm not saying I'm doing now anymore, but it's something I have done. And I know it's still with me. It's still with me. I can feel it there in me. And it's how do I combat it? How do I get rid of it? And I've been thinking about it for a while, and it's just like, how do I not, how do I get rid of that dependency on someone to make me feel better and all that stuff, like, and just stuff like that. And I guess I'm not saying it's always like this. It's been like this. It's it's just I don't know exactly how to deal with it to get rid of that feeling. And it's not that it's not as strong as it used to be, but I know it's still there. It doesn't go away that quickly. I know it's still there. I always put myself before people 90% of the time, 100% of the time, which it's not okay at times because in your life, you are the most important person in your life. You need to worry about yourself before you put other people first. I'm not saying all the time. I'm saying there needs to come a time, place that you need to put yourself and prioritize your own personal needs before you prioritize anybody else's. Because you are your most important person in your life. Things like that need to be taken care of. Like yourself, your health, your mental health. It all needs to be taken care of as well as you take care of other people. I say that because I feel like I've put myself before a lot of people. Or no, I put a lot of people before myself, I should say. Which I have. I have put so many people before myself, and I know it isn't healthy, but how do I not do that? Like, I try to be as nice as possible, as compassionate as possible, and even if it's someone who's hurt me in the past or has hurt me recently, I still show them compassion. I don't know what the result of that is. And I don't want to be like a dick and just be like, oh, just because I'm just such a good person, and it's like, wow, FPS drop. I don't want to be like that where it's like, oh, I'm just such a good person, and I know, I don't know why I put myself like, I hold myself to such a low standard in terms of how important the feelings I'm having currently are important. And I know I always struggle with that issue, but it's like, how do I fix that? I always find myself wondering a lot of these questions. Just how do I fix it? How do I fix this, and that? And it's like I can never figure out a good solution, and I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss for it, and it's just sucks. It really does suck, and I don't want to need to depend on people for my own feelings. And like lately with playing games, like I've been loving Minecraft. Obviously, I've been playing quite a bit, but I keep finding myself getting too like way too lonely. And I do have friends I can play with, but obviously, we can't play every day. We're adults. We have jobs. We have school responsibilities we need to take care of, and that's okay. I don't shame anybody for it. I never bash on people for dealing with their responsibilities first before any sort of fun. I don't like to bash people for that because your future is something you need to secure, and if gaming is getting in the way or hanging out is getting in the way, then set it aside for a bit to focus on you. I've never gotten upset about any of my friends for that. Never. But I can't shake or help this feeling of just loneliness and not being able to overcome it. And I get that with relationships a lot. Like, I love being in those kind of relationships that it's just that I think with relationships in general, like being in, and I've never been one to just find somebody like uh like friends with benefits kind of thing, or just I've never liked that. I've never liked that. I've always liked that connection, that relationship connection. That it takes a while to build it, and when you're in it, it's when you're in it, it's nice. Sunshine's rainbows from most of it, but then eventually, you'll see it start going wrong at some point. Not everybody, obviously not everybody, but eventually for some of us, it goes. You see it going wrong. You can sense that that they're not happy as they used to be, and it's just like, what do you do? Because you see yourself like you're thriving, you're happy, like you're this person is your light. They're helping you get through the day, and it's just, what do you do? Like, you can't just up and leave. It's not easy. Like, no matter who you are, it's not easy just to leave that one person that you've built this connection for so long. It's not easy. And for some people, I've seen that for some people it is, and it's just how how you like just are able just to see someone that you've spent so much time with and just leave like that. Like, I don't know how some people do it, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that they're just so, like, it's so easier for them just to leave like that. I could never. Maybe that's just the attachment in me and just depending on somebody for that satisfaction in the time. But I feel like even if I wasn't, like, how? Like, how do you do that? Like, I know I shouldn't think about I need someone in my life to be happy. I shouldn't need friends. I shouldn't need a partner to be happy in my life. And I know I don't, I know I shouldn't think that way where I need those things. And it's hard. It's hard to not, because these people, those kinds of people, the people you find in your relationships, people who find in your friendships, they make you happy, and you wouldn't want to lose that for anything. But because in time in life, or sometimes you just do over time, and I don't know how to deal with it. I've lost friends. And obviously I've lost partners, judging by the story, and I've always dealt with it by just playing games with friends and doing things on my own from now and then. But it's just like when you run out of games to play, you run out of like time with friends. It's just like, what else do I do? I have hobbies, like I collect vinyls, I do I collect stuff like that. I do YouTube, I stream on Twitch. Like, I do all these things as a hobby to keep my mind off it all. But I feel like without that, like, connection with anybody like do like with me, it's hard to just not think about it. And I feel like it's stuck it's just stuck in there. It's stuck in my brain, it's stuck in my chest, and I just don't know what I can do to fix it. Like, I know they say time heals all, but I don't think so. I don't think time could heal all the wounds. I don't think time can fix everything. And I know it's a saying like a lot of people say, but I just I'm not saying it's false. I just don't think time heals it all. It heals all. I think there's a limit. I think there's a limit to how much time can heal. And I'm not saying it's not gonna heal it. I'm not saying that like what I'm dealing with, time won't heal it, but it's it's mainly the struggle of just not having that person in your life, not having that light. That you feel trapped in the dark, and that person was your light to help you to help guide you through it. And without that light, what is there left? What is there left to do? Like, they were there to help you. They were there to help guide you through this darkness you find yourself in. And without that, what's left of me? I know I need to figure out how to like guide through it on my own, but it's hard when you've always had that one person to help you. So it's like, am I just lost? Am I just forever lost in this abyss? Or what else can I do to help get myself out of it? I feel like no matter what I do, I'm always like lost in here. And I've tried a lot, I've tried talking to people, tried getting new friends, and it's worked every now and then. But again, not all friendships work out, not all relationships work out. I feel like it just resets the cycle that I'm trying to fix every time. And it's like, think about it. Like, is it worth it? Is it worth just keep trying over and over again just for that same cycle to reset over and over and over again? It plagues my brain because it's just like, why put in so much effort for this little part just for it to not work out, and then just reset that whole fixing things about yourself, fixing the way you think, the way you act, just doing all that for yourself, and it just not working out properly. Like, what do you gain from it? Because it just doesn't fix it. It just repeats the cycle, and all that progress you made is just now gone because you tried to step out of your comfort zone and you thought you were ready, and in reality you weren't. And it's how like how does one fix that problem? Now, I'm not saying like a lot of people struggle with this. I'm sure they do. But how do you fix it? The people who have, like, how? I'm at a loss because I don't know what I'm doing. It's it's bad. Really bad. Don't worry about the house, by the way. It's gonna look like shit. I don't know how to build. I'm very bad at building. But yeah, it's just something that's been plaguing my mind, and I don't know how to fix the issue here. I just don't know how to fix it. And is it just something that I just need to just like work on over time? Like, is this one thing time can heal? Maybe it is. Maybe time can heal this, and maybe I'm just, not looking at it the right way. And but even if time can't heal it, was all this waiting and all this progress really worth the wait? I feel like it doesn't help till it's like the progress isn't shown till maybe 2 years from now. I feel fine. I feel great. I go in to make more friends, talk to people, try to get in a relationship again, and everything it doesn't go right. And was all that progress just swept away in the wind? Like I don't get it. Like I really don't get how it works. Maybe because like I said, I overthink a lot. I overthink about certain things quite a bit, and it's just like I don't want to seem just as in like, oh, none of it's worth it. I was way off. I don't want to think like none of it's worth it. Because obviously, some of these things are. But if I'm scared of this commitment I want to make to myself that it's everything will be okay, like it takes time to heal this, and it's just I've heard the line before, when's it my turn? And when's it my turn to feel this, to see this time heals all wounds progress? I've been waiting. I've been waiting. And I haven't seen that progress. Maybe it's the time is different for everybody. Maybe everyone's healing time is different, which of course, depending on what you're going through, of course the time is different. But with this situation I'm in, how much time will it take? Or am I just being impatient? Because I try my best to be patient with myself, with people that I hold close to me, and I feel like I feel like I'm not as patient with myself as I am with other people, and that's where that codependency comes in, because it's like I rely on these people to help me get through certain situations, and I just feel like I can't do that. I just can't keep doing that to myself, because it's not up to them to fix whatever's wrong with me. It's up to me. It's my situation to deal with. It's my situation to fix. So why am I just, oh god, why am I just like laying it on this person like, hey, this is what's wrong with me. I need you to help me fix it. No, it's not their responsibility. It's mine. It's just my responsibility. Just it is that just I'm like stuttering so bad because I'm lost. Gotta love Minecraft FPS. Holy. Oh my god, so bad. I don't know what's going on. Never had this problem. Oh, I think the game just crashed. Okay. It'll probably a good time to end it here. I'm already at almost 30 minutes. But it's just a topic that's been on my mind for a very long time. How do I how do I even go about fixing that? I'm lost. I don't want to be codependent. I don't want to depend on people on fixing my problems. I feel like I'm sick. I just feel like I'm just slowly losing myself in that. I don't know how to fix it. Well, I appreciate everyone for listening, and I appreciate everyone who subscribed and liked my video and all the nice comments. I do greatly appreciate all of you, every single one of you, like deeply, more than you know. Okay, well, that's enough for me. I'll see you all the next time I upload. Bye bye.